What do almonds, tapioca and flax seeds have in common? Yes, they are of course nutritious and tasty food, but hold your breath. Do you know that they produce cyanide in the body? What? Cyanide from these foods? Yes. Now, before you do anything drastic like writing off flax seeds from your diet, take a deep breath and let us look at the facts together. It just takes 5 minutes to transform potentially concerning flax seeds into a nutritious and safe superfood. 4 simple preparation steps is all it takes. And you will unlock 3 key flaxseed nutrients that your family will benefit from. Using 2 effortless means to incorporate flax seeds into your daily diet. And 1. That's how many videos you need to watch to answer all your questions regarding flax seeds. Just this one. In the next 10 minutes, we will explore everything you need to know about the how and why to use flax seeds in spite of the cyanide angle. Ready to start the countdown to flaxseed mastery? Let's begin. If you have seen the first and the second video in the flaxseed video series, you will remember just using 1 to 2 tablespoons of flaxseed every day helps to reduce weight, reduce bad cholesterol, reduces hormone fluctuations in ladies, and also reduces BP apart from giving protection against cancer. But do you remember the day some of you first heard about flax seeds being dangerous? Picture this, your phone buzzes with an urgent message from your health-conscious friend. Did you know this? She asks, sharing an article titled "Flax seeds could cause cyanide poisoning." Your heart skips a beat. Cyanide? In these tiny seeds you've been feeding your family? You search online only to find contradictory information. Some praising flax seeds as superfoods, others warning of dangers. I experienced this confusion recently. Standing at a crossroad, I decided to take a deep breath and was determined to uncover truths about these tiny seeds. My journey took me from confusion to clarity and from worry to wisdom. I read research papers and what I discovered helped me not just to view flax seeds but some other kitchen foods in a very different perspective. So, are flax seeds really dangerous for your family's health? The answers might surprise you. But before sharing my findings, let's look at the journey of flax seeds through human history. After all, there might be a definite reason because of which our ancestors have used these seeds for a long time. It may surprise you to know that flax are one of our oldest plant companions, dating back to the Neolithic age, almost 10,000 years back. I am amazed at a fact that something so small and tiny has shaped human history immensely. Let me give you a glimpse of how our ancestors realized the importance of these tiny seeds long before modern nutrition came into existence. Flax is thought to have originated either in the Indian subcontinent or Western Persia, but it quickly became essential throughout the ancient world, right from the Egyptians to the Greeks and Romans. The Greeks, for example, crafted durable cloth for ship sails, fishing nets and awnings from flax fibers, making it integral to their trade and naval dominance. Even more surprising is this. Charlemagne, who ruled much of Western and Central Europe as king of the Franks, was so convinced of flax health benefits that he actually passed laws requiring his subjects to consume these seeds. Imagine our government of today mandating eating superfoods. Some cultures even considered flax seeds sacred. Throughout history, civilizations transformed flax into fine linen clothing, lamp oil, and medicines, truly living up to its versatile reputation. This reverence shows just how deeply our ancestors understood its value in their daily lives. The ancient wisdom about flax's remarkable properties is perfectly captured in its scientific name, Linum usitetissimum, which literally translates to very useful. This name honors what our ancestors understood through centuries of practical experience. But wait a minute, in spite of its amazing history, why are some people unduly worried about flax seeds? It's like, you finding a dark secret about your Bollywood favorite star. Basically, these tiny seeds contain compounds called cyanogenic glycosides, simply called cyanogens. So, these cyanogens can produce cyanide in our bodies, and this fact can sound scary. But there is no cause for alarm. As they say, the gold is in the details. So it is important to understand how and how much of flax seeds to use. Let's look at some numbers. A study found out that the average quantity of cyanogens is about 140 milligrams per kilo of flaxseed. This number varies in various varieties of flax seeds, just like how different varieties of mango have different tastes and different levels of sweetness. Now, here's the good news. Cooking methods can help drastically reduce the amount of cyanogens in these flax seeds. For example, baking flax seeds in moist environments can help reduce 90% of these cyanogens, like how morning dew evaporates in sunlight. But what about that recipe like your raita or a salad where you want to add flax seeds for that nutty flavor? So, the question here is, what about recipes that don't involve heat? In other words, the question is, how much flaxseed is truly safe to consume on a daily basis? We will address this question at depth after I show you this wonderful recipe of making brown rice idlis with a twist with adding flax seeds. What? Flaxseed idlis? Yes, here it comes. So now I am measuring 6 tablespoons of flaxseed powder to be added to our idli batter, which I am going to use for making idlis for 3 people. So 3, 4, 5 and 6. How to make flaxseed powder I have discussed in detail in episode 1 of the flaxseed series. Do definitely watch it after watching this episode. So here's my brown rice idli batter. I have done a detailed episode on how to make brown rice idli batter, the link of which is given above, and also I have discussed the benefits of using brown rice. So please do watch this episode after you watch this one. So I'm going to add this into this idli batter. The batter already has salt in it. Now let me give this a good mix. So now let's move on to the next step. So I'm just pouring a drop of oil to grease the idli stand. So the idli stands have been greased and now I'm going to pour the idli batter which contains flaxseed powder. And once you add the flaxseed powder, make sure to mix it well and also quickly add it to the idli stand because it will tend to thicken. So now our flaxseed idlis are ready to be steamed. I generally use my pressure cooker pan for steaming my idlis. So here goes in the idli stand. Now I will be steaming this for 10 minutes on high flame and then 5 minutes on sim flame. Do not add the weight, okay? Leave this open. Now after 10 minutes on high flame, I'll reduce the flame to sim for another 5 minutes and then the idli should be ready. So here I open the cooker. Here's how they're fluffed up. I'm going to switch off the gas. Remove this idli stand. So here our flaxseed idlis are ready. So let me just cool it before we remove them. So here just removing the idlis. Despite adding flaxseed, it is not stuck because flaxseed has a tendency of stickiness, so it's come out very easily. And let's look at the texture. Very soft, see? Soft and fluffy. So now I'm going to enjoy my idlis with my idli podi or gunpowder, the recipe of which is already uploaded. Now the color of this present batch of my idli podi is lighter in color because I've used less chilies, and also I have used white sesame seeds instead of black sesame seeds. Okay, I'm going to be putting some organic cold pressed sesame oil. And here is my orange peel pickle. The recipe of this also I have uploaded, the link of which is given above. My flaxseed idlis with idli podi and orange peel pickle. Wow! It's time to taste my flaxseed idli. And though a South Indian, having born and brought up with idlis and dosas, I never seem to get bored of them. Yummy, soft, and particularly with gunpowder, mast, good for your gut. Now, let us address the most important question. How much flax seeds can be safely consumed daily? Let us start with what science says about this. In one study, researchers selected flaxseed with high cyanogen levels, about 220 milligrams per kg, and ground it to maximize chemical release. Participants consumed this raw on empty stomach, truly a worst case scenario. Remarkably, even after consuming 9 tablespoons, no concerning cyanide levels appeared in their blood. It took a full cup to reach potentially toxic blood levels, but even now, no actual symptoms of cyanide toxicity showed up. What's even more reassuring is that, till date, there are 0 published reports of anyone experiencing cyanide poisoning from eating flax seeds. Taking safety seriously, scientists conducted comprehensive studies using rat models. Adding a substantial uncertainty factor of 100 to their calculations for extra protection, they recommend 1.5 tablespoons per day for adults. This means adults can confidently incorporate 1 to 2 tablespoons in your daily meals, whether in salads or raita, with absolutely no risk. The safety picture gets even better. Studies show that heat and moisture degrade up to 90% of cyanogens. So, any cooking method like baking, steaming or boiling makes flax seeds safe even before they enter our digestive system. What more could we ask for from a safety perspective? Our bodies have impressive built-in protection mechanisms too. Like a diligent housekeeper, our body enzymes have the capability to detoxify almost 100 milligrams of cyanogens on a daily basis. With all these layers of protection, we can shift our focus from worrying about flax seeds to embracing its health benefits. Do you agree with me? If yes, drop in your comments in the box. You remember what I said at the beginning? Flax seeds aren't alone in containing cyanide. What other foods contain cyanogens? The answers may surprise you. Let's mull over this. Just so you know, many of us have been consuming foods that contain cyanogens without even knowing about it. And more important, without having any problems caused by them. Here are some examples. The apple fruit has negligible cyanogens, but the seeds of apples have much higher levels. So, apple seeds are best avoided. But if you accidentally ate a few, that's perfectly okay. Sweet almonds have very low levels, but bitter almonds have high levels. So, best to avoid eating bitter almonds. Apart from almonds, seed kernels of apricots, peaches and cherries possess remarkably high levels of cyanogens. Although tapioca does contain cyanogens, the conventional cooking processes will take care of all the cyanogens here. Bamboo shoots are commonly consumed in Asian cuisines. They contain trace amounts of cyanogens, so they are best consumed processed in some way. Depending on the stage of growth and part of the plant, the levels of cyanogens can vary, but the mature grains of sorghum and corn alike are safe to eat. Leaves of mustard, turnip and radish may contain cyanogens in trace levels, but sarson ka saag is a steamed and cooked dish, right? So no worries here either. Now, you must have eaten many or most of these foods occasionally or even regularly, right? That is how common cyanogens are. I doubt if any of you might have had any problems eating these foods. But yes, the only food that you should avoid is bitter almonds. The point I'm trying to make is that cyanogens are far more commonplace than you think. And as far as flax seeds are concerned, the huge array of benefits are far more important. And the risk of cyanogens are practically zero if you consume 1 to 2 tablespoons of flaxseed powder every day. I rest my case about the safety aspect of flax seeds. Now it is up to you to decide. If I were you, I would do everything in my power to ensure the use of flax seeds every single day. If this video has helped you clarify doubts on flax seeds, then it will be good if you press that like button and share this video with people who matter to you. And most important, don't forget to watch our first 2 videos in this flaxseed video series. The first video has a very interesting recipe of flaxseed chutney powder, and it also discusses its impact on weight loss. The second video has a flaxseed laddu recipe that everyone in your family and kids will enjoy, and it discusses how flax seeds can prevent cancer and help women with their hormone issues. New to Munch and Mull? Do subscribe to the channel and click on all notifications to join the Munch and Mull family of health conscious people. Remember, knowledge is truly power when it comes to nourishing our families. My research for this flaxseed video is a good example of this. What started as a concern about flaxseed turned into an empowerment through thorough understanding. Namaskarams, until next time. Hey, have you subscribed to Munch and Mull? Do click on the subscribe button and press the bell icon to receive notifications of my newest videos uploaded every Saturday.